Hi everyone, and welcome back to the VIOLA Decor Studio channel. Today, we're going to make a stylish vintage vase. We'll create the effect of an antique ceramic piece, one that's developed some light cracking over time, but still looks absolutely beautiful and is perfect for showcasing flowers. For the base, I'm using a special ceramic blank designed specifically for crafting. To start, let's prime the outside of the vase using either a primer or white acrylic paint. I'm applying it with a sponge to avoid any brush strokes and keep the texture nice and even. Make sure to let this primer layer dry completely. Next step, let's add some 3D details using a silicone mold and regular lightweight air-dry clay. It dries quickly and stays very light. Dust the silicone mold with some talcum or baby powder. Press the clay firmly into the mold, making sure it fills every detail, and scrape off any excess with a palette knife or a regular knife. Then, carefully pop the 3D element out of the mold. My mold features a rose sprig, and I've made 2 of these pieces. I curved them slightly and attached them to the vase as side handles, using Liquid Nails acrylic glue. After this, it's really important to let these elements air dry completely. For the best results, leave them for about 24 hours. Once dry, lightly sand the primed surface of the vase with fine sandpaper. Now, it's crucial to prime the 3D elements themselves, paying extra attention to all the nooks and crannies of the relief. Let it dry thoroughly. Now for my favorite part, decoupage. I've chosen a napkin with beautiful blue roses. Carefully separate the top colored layer and tear out the designs you need. It's important to tear the napkin rather than cut it, so you don't get harsh, sharp edges once it's glued down. We'll glue these down using decoupage glue. Since the vase has a very convex shape, it is important to tear the elements from the napkin a little from the edges to the center. This will allow the napkin to bend when gluing without unnecessary wrinkles. Make sure your brush isn't too dry. You want a good amount of glue on it at all times. Work your brush from the center of the design out to the edges. Go ahead and apply all your chosen elements to the vase this way. Next, dry it thoroughly, either with a hot hair dryer or by letting it air dry. If you use a hair dryer, be careful not to overheat it so the vase doesn't crack from the temperature change. Besides the main designs, my napkin had a slightly lighter background with some text and subtle background flowers. When I tore out the roses, some of that background pattern remained around the edges, so we need to blend it in. To do this, I'm using a small swirl stamp. Using light blue acrylic paint, I stamped some soft background swirls around my roses. This makes the overall background look much more cohesive. Give it a good dry. The next stage is aging, and we're going to do a 2-step crackle effect, 2-phase craquelure. This will mimic a glazed ceramic surface that has naturally cracked over time. The secret to a successful 2-step crackle is to follow the manufacturer's instructions for your specific medium kit to the letter. For my kit, to get nice cracks, you need to apply 2 or more layers of the first medium. Each layer must dry completely before the next. I applied 3 layers, letting each one dry in between. After that, we apply the second medium. My kit requires just one layer of this. Once applied, let it air dry naturally. I usually leave it to dry overnight. The next day, the surface will feel dry, but the cracks are often invisible. To reveal them, my kit recommends heating the surface with a hot hairdryer for a couple of minutes. This works like magic and really brings out the cracks. With this specific kit, the cracks turn out very fine and delicate, resembling a web. Exactly what you'd see on old porcelain or chinaware. Now we need to highlight these cracks, and I'm doing that using dark blue oil paint. Don't forget to protect your hands with gloves. Using circular motions and a dry paper towel with a bit of oil paint, buff the paint into the cracks on the vase. Once all the cracks are beautifully visible, take a fresh, clean, dry paper towel and wipe away the excess oil paint from the surface. It's important to let the oil paint dry completely. This will take at least a couple of days. I hesitated for a while, but I finally decided to accentuate the shape of the vase with some dark blue accents. Using acrylic paint that matches the flowers on the napkin, I painted the top rim of the vase, the 3D handles, and the bottom rim, including the base. When painting the 3D details, be very meticulous to cover the entire relief so none of the white base peeks through. Let it dry thoroughly. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends so more people can join our creative community. My crackle kit requires a non-water-based top coat, so I'm using a solvent-based glossy gel varnish. A glossy finish is perfect here because it mimics a shiny ceramic glaze. Apply your varnish according to the instructions of your crackle medium. I varnished it in 2 steps. First, the entire outside of the vase. You need to let this dry completely. Once that part was dry, I finished the top rim. This beautifully ties the glossy interior and exterior together, making the vase ready to hold water. Now we can move on to toning and patinating. This will really highlight and embellish our decorative 3D elements and bring the whole look together. At first, I only planned to define the relief with some metallic wax, but then I realized it really needed some brown grime in the deep recesses of the details using bitumen. Thinner down the bitumen with a solvent until it's quite fluid, and let it flood into the relief of the 3D elements. Wipe away the excess with a dry paper towel. You can give it a quick dry with a hairdryer. You can now also support the channel by becoming a member. The subscription options include exclusive video tutorials and art lessons from me. I'd love to create together with you. You can find all the details in the description below. And now, for the finishing touch, patination. I'm using a metallic wax in the shade Antique Gold. It's a gorgeous color that looks slightly copper and rich gold at the same time. Using my finger, I'm applying it to the raised parts of the 3D relief with light circular motions. I also used the wax to highlight the top rim and the bottom edge of the base. This gives the vase a completely finished, harmonious look. What do you think? Did we manage to create that antique look? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I reply to every single one and would love to read your impressions. Make sure to let the vase dry completely. Given the solvent-based finishing materials, the varnish, bitumen, and wax, it's best to leave the vase to cure for at least a few days, preferably 3 to 4. How do you like the final result? I am absolutely thrilled with it. The vase turned out so vintage and stylish. Drop a comment and let me know what you think. If you liked this project, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let's keep creating together. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. With love, Anna, VIOLA Decor.